Hello everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh chat channel, and today I'm going to talk about this meta. How's it going for me? I hope it's going good for you guys. I mean, I know you have E-Dragons and Spellbooks, and I've been hearing a lot of people saying, this meta is so crazy, I don't like this, meta right now. You don't have to play main meta, dude, to win. You don't. The only difference I find with main meta decks is that it's easier to win. You can still win with good old standby decks that have been there for ages and play well, like Gravekeepers. Or you can play with teched out decks that are meant to hurt main meta decks, like Skill Drain or Calcos. I find these decks still to be useful. Gravekeepers, I think, is a really underrated deck. There's different ways of playing it. People also forget sometimes that you don't want to always play Royal Tribute, because Royal Tribute is not guaranteed to go off first turn. If you don't get it off first turn, you're kind of out of luck. So that's why I don't run Royal Tribute as much in the main deck. If you want it to, great. It actually works pretty good in this meta, and I've switched back to Royal Tribute just for this meta. So I run two different types of variants of Gravekeepers right now. The Royal Tribute version and the non-Royal Tribute version. But though I find that those decks, really combat against main meta decks. I even see players bringing back 6 Samurais. I've dueled against 5 to 7 decks that use 6 Samurais because they really are. It's not a bad deck right now. I see players bringing. What other decks have I seen recently? I've seen some hero decks, but not many. It's just the thing is, I feel that people have kind of hyped up so much E-Dragons and Spellbooks, and not everybody's going to play those decks. If you had money, yes. People are still playing Water. I still see a decent amount of players where I live, and I live in Northern Virginia, by the way. So I'm able to visit places like North Carolina, Tennessee, West Virginia, DC, Maryland, Delaware, once in a while New Jersey. So I'm able to go to these, go here, visit there, duel people there with friends when they offer me to take a ride. And I've been to most of these states recently, and I just don't see a lot of people playing E-Dragons and Spellbooks. I really don't. I do see players playing the deck, but not so much that I would side for it, yes, but not so much that I would stop playing, certain decks like Dark World and stuff like that. Because what I'm seeing people doing is they're not siding out so much for Dark Worlds now. They're more concerned about E-Dragons and Prophecy. And what they're doing now is they're like, okay, I'll play this deck. Oh damn, I'm going against a Grapha player. So I'm going to play Dark Worlds. Oh damn, I took my Soul Drain out of my side deck. Oh fuck me. So yeah, I see a lot of people, and they're also taking their MSTs out of their main deck. And I don't know if that's the best thing. I don't really see it being the best thing, because you do need those MSTs. They do come in handy. If what's separating you from a win right then and there is a Mirror Force, and you run into that Mirror Force, what you gonna do? So I don't really I haven't changed my decks that much. I've been doing the same things I was doing earlier this year. Continue to build my decks. Do I side? It's all in the side deck for what I go against, because I find that a lot of people are not running main meta. The deck I'm using the most right now is my Skill Drain deck. Second deck I'm using the most is my Gravekeeper deck. Third I'm using is 6 Samurais. But do I still play all my other decks? Yes, I do. I'm even playing with my Dark Magician deck. I mean, my Gravekeepers have beaten E-Dragons. They've beaten Spellbooks. They've beaten Ophion to a pulp. Has my Skill Drain? It's done the same thing. It depends on what you're running right now. I mean, Ophion, I see people running Ophion, but the thing is, I'm noticing, maybe not particularly for all my Ophion players out there, which is actually that deck I'm starting to I have more respect for it once I see Kirkleon in it. But the thing is, a lot of players out there I see that ran Ophion when Hidden Arsenal came out are not running it now. They find too many faults with the deck. They don't like it. Originally at my locals, there were about 14 players running Ophion. That number has gone down. there's only 3 players playing Ophion right now. The other people, they sold their decks off. They just took them apart and said, I don't like Ophion. It's not my playing style. And they just destroyed it. And they went to playing Gravekeepers or something else. So I found that very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Ophion would be a good anti-meta call, but none of people. Maybe it's just my area. I don't know. But Ophion, I think, is still a good deck. But that's what I want to talk about. Decks for this meta. Talks about this meta. I mean, it could be worse. It could be a hell of a lot worse. This meta could be. You want to go back to Dark Arm Dragon? Where people just mean dark monsters drop a level 28 down the field. I mean that Teledad's got nothing on that. I remember those days. I mean, I don't want to go back to Yada even. When I'm just that damn Yada lock. There's worse things out there I could be sitting through besides just seeing an E-Dragon player doing that deck. But, whatever. Those decks are good. I respect the players that play them. But there's some players out there that play those decks, and like any deck out there, they are kind of stupid, and I don't like the idea that they keep misplaying, and that deck rewards misplays. But it's just the same thing with Dark Worlds. There are good Dark World players out there. There are bad Dark World players. There are good E-Dragon players. There are bad E-Dragon players. There are players I've seen out there that have been playing for 10 years and they're playing E-Dragons now. I don't have nothing against the player. I just have, against the deck. I do have problems with the deck. They had a card Drago sack. Really? They're going to sack you? But, enough ranting, right? I just wanted to make this video to talk about this meta so far. Some suggestions. How's it going for me? Please tell me what you think about this meta. Do you think it should go to hell in a handbasket? I don't care what you say. Just say it. But I hope you thumbs up like this video. And until next time, everybody, good luck dueling. Hope you have fun, and take care, everybody. Seto Kaiba, out.